Hello everybody, welcome back. I know you've seen the video where I stated that I'm downsizing my entire firearm collection. And yes, that does include my revolvers. So I thought at this time it'd be a good idea to talk about what is my current 5 favorite guns that I still have in my collection. At least in my collection of revolvers. But as of today, this is my 5 favorite guns in my revolver collection and the 5 guns that I'll probably be last to get rid of. Okay? All right. Starting with number 5. This is a Smith & Wesson Model 629-1 in the 4-inch variant. This is a beautiful gun. As you can see, it has a beautiful smooth combat trigger and a really nicely made target hammer. I love the end frames by Smith & Wesson, especially the 629 and the 29s. I think they are proportionally some of the most attractive frames that Smith & Wesson makes. In my opinion, these look just like blown up model 66s. And this is one of my favorites in my collection, partly because of the history on this gun. I got it from its original owner, and it took me a lot of work to get it back in the condition that it is in. And this is why, right now, this is one of my favorites in my collection. It comes in at number 5. All right, coming in at number 4. One of my recent acquisitions, Smith & Wesson Model 57. This is an original Model 57. So as you can see, it's got a pin barrel. It has recessed cylinders, has a beautiful target hammer and a target trigger, and a nice pair of Giancarlo Alves target stocks. This gun is just like the Model 29, except it is chambered in 41 Magnum. It shoots identical to a Model 29, except it has just a slight less amount of recoil. So it's a beautiful gun. Love the way it looks, love the way it feels. And though I haven't had it as long as many of the others, it is still number 4 on my list of the favorite guns in my collection. Coming in at number 3 is my Smith & Wesson Model 686 Plus. This is a -5. It has a 7-shot cylinder. Beautiful combat stocks. This gun is made on Smith & Wesson's modern frame minus the key lock. The -5 was the last model that Smith & Wesson made in this gun that did not include the key lock. I think that's why I really like it so much. But it has a MIM hammer and trigger, and it has a frame-mounted firing pin, which I know for people who are not a purist, that may bother them, or people who are a purist rather, that may bother them. That's not really an issue for me. It is one of the favorites in my collection. All right, coming in at number 2. Smith & Wesson Model 29. Now, everything that I stated about this Model 57, you can say about the Model 29, except it is chambered for a 44 Magnum. And it is a magnificent gun. It too has the target trigger and target hammer with target stocks. This, just like my Model 57, I did not touch except to polish it up with some flits to clean it up a little bit. I did not refinish the stocks or did anything else to this gun because I want to keep it as much like original as possible. Now, I know a lot of people are going to make references to it being a Dirty Harry gun, but it really isn't, because in the movies, all of the guns that he carried had 6.5-inch barrels, and they had pin barrels and recessed cylinders, which this one does not, because this is a -3. But nonetheless, I can't imagine liking anything, any of the other ones rather, any more than I like this one. So for this reason, this is the #2 favorite gun in my collection. And one of the last ones that I'll get rid of. And probably the last gun that I'll get rid of is my current favorite gun in my collection. And that is my Smith & Wesson model 686-3 Lou Horton original. Now, one of the reasons why I love this gun so much is kind of the same thing I can say about this one. I bought this gun from its original owner, who used it as an everyday, you know what kind of gun. That gun was in cars, trucks, trunks. It's been dropped. It got kicked around. It never been cleaned. It was really a wreck. But I bought the gun at an unbelievably low price because it needed a lot of work. I had to replace the stocks, which luckily I was able to buy these, which are beautiful. So now it has a nicely refinished set of combat stocks on it. It still has that really nice Lou Horton trigger. Heavy smooth, but smooth all the way through the pull. The single action is just, I mean, it is extremely light. I'd say somewhere in the neighborhood of 2 pounds. This gun is a dream. I love it. I'm a 686 fan. I think, like I said before, I think these guns are just the perfect size of weight and size for either everyday, just fun shooting, personal carry, or whatever it is you want to use it for. And this is the my #1 favorite gun in my collection, and the one that I'm most likely to get rid of last. So tell me what you think. And if I had to do this tomorrow, it may be a different set of 5. But as of today, this is what it is. Till the next time, thanks for watching.